Okay, so this is a, no, I don't even know what it is. Ugh. Maybe a policy? Yeah, policy. Okay, so we're just looking at it here. It's a little bit hard to do this, but see a couple of allow effects. We see the action is list all my buckets here. This is a list bucket, get bucket location. We have the resource, the ARN for the specific resource we're speaking about. I'm going to go down one. All right, this is the continuation of that. We can see allow for all these bucket actions or whatever. We have a resource again. Now we have a deny, require MFA for production bucket. Okay, so we're requiring MFA to, I guess, create a bucket. Okay, and then we can't really see the bottom there, which is unfortunate. It says new, yeah, because that's important. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so now here's the question asking what we just looked at. What did that describe? Okay, so we have allows IAM users to access their home directory in S3 programmatically in the console. Allows full S3 access, but explicitly denies access to the production if the user has not signed in using MFA within the last 30 minutes. Allows a user to manage a single bucket and denies every other AWS action and resource if the user is not signed in using MFA within the last 30 minutes. And then allows full access to Cognito user, but explicitly denies access to the production bucket if the user is not Cognito user not authenticated. So this is complicated because we didn't see the last choice, which was the right one, I think, or you know, the last part of the policy. Okay, allows full S3 access, but explicitly denies access to the production bucket if the user has not signed in using MFA within the last 30 minutes. Okay. This policy grants the permissions necessary to perform in the console using. All right, let's continue. A developer wants to enable X-ray tracing on an on-premises Linux server running a custom application that is accessed through API gateway. What is the most efficient solution that requires minimal configuration? Install and run the X-ray SDK. God damn it, I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of this guy. Okay, don't move. Okay, install and run the X-ray SDK on the on-premises server to capture and relay the data to the X-ray service. Configure a Lambda function to analyze the incoming traffic data on the on-premises servers and then relay the X-ray data to the X-ray service using the put telemetry records API call. Install and run the CloudWatch unified agent on the on-premises servers to capture and relay the X-ray data to the X-ray service using the put trace segments API call. Install and run the X-ray daemon on the on-premises servers to capture and relay the data to the X-ray service. All right, let's read the question again. A developer wants to enable X-ray tracing on an on-premises Linux server running a customer that is accessed. Okay, let's see what we got. Install and run the X-ray daemon on the on-premises servers to capture and relay the data to the X-ray service. Okay. You are creating a mobile application that needs access to the AWS API gateway. Users will need to register first before they can access your API, and you would like the user management to be fully managed. Which authentication option should you choose for your API gateway layer? Use API gateway user pools, Cognito user pools, IAM permissions with SIG v4 Lambda authorizer. Use Cognito user pools. control who can access your API and Amazon API. Okay. Your company uses an ALB to route incoming end user traffic to applications hosted on EC2 instances. The applications capture incoming request information and store it in the RDS running on Microsoft's SQL Server DB engine. This is part of new compliance rules. You need to capture the client's IP address. How will you achieve this? Use the header X forwarded from, use the header X forwarded for. You can get the IP address from server access logs. You can get the IP addresses from EBL logs. Use the header X forwarded for. All right, next one, last one. Let's see, this is the last one. A company wants to automate and orchestrate a multi-source high-volume flow of data in a scalable data management solution built using AWS services. The solution must ensure that the business rules and transformations run in sequence, handle reprocessing of data in case of errors, and require minimal maintenance. Which AWS service should the company use to manage and automate the orchestration of the data flows? Batch, step functions, glue, kinesis, data streams. Step functions. It helps use to build distributed applications, automated processes. Okay, good.